Well, let's just say that the last one, I didn't get a lot of people to watch my video, but I think over time people will like to see it because it is a little bit, of an informal thing. But let's get right into this video. It's your boy Curtis Stevenson, and I just want to update you on what's going on with our little balloon guy here. The balloon here, it did kind of break, so we had to replace it. This time I did it right with only one hole at the top. And then if you can look at this up top, look at all this. This is all what the yeast has been eaten up. It's all that leftover strawberry and honey that's been in there. And then there's some sitting at the bottom here as well. And all that in the middle is the good stuff. Okay, so, hi Mom, what's up? Okay, so today we're going to be making, as you can tell in the title, we're going to be making a kind of something that's always been interesting to me is that you can make a cake or a cupcake, if you will, using only 2 ingredients. And, when you look at cupcakes and stuff, you can you think, oh yeah, eggs, milk, butter, flour, all that kind of cool stuff. But I found out that there's a thing where you can make it with only 2 ingredients, cake mix and soda. Like, that's kind of cool. So I have here set up. We're going to try different flavors. They did recommend that we have like a fruity flavored kind. So we're going to have that kind of all set up. I have the powder ready. I have the different drinks ready, measured out already, so we can just get right here. This is about 3 ounces. It's going to be spread out among these 2 cups, and then we're going to have actually a taste test. We're going to have regular, which is already kind of whipped up and ready to go, kind of get put in here, and they're going to cook actually about the same amount of time in this oven right here. And yeah, and then by the time it's over, we're going to just test, if it's just as good as any other cake, and if it's, better than regular. So, let's get right into mixing. So, she'll take this from me. Back up a little. Okay. Oh, geez. Hold that with you. And you can back up more. Okay. A little more up. There you go. Okay. So, if you look right here, this is cherry cola. I wasn't sure if I wanted to add a cola one just because I'm not a cola fan. But it is still cherry, so let's see how this works out. I'm going to mix it in there. Get a spoon. And just kind of stir it all up and get it together. It's basically going to come out like batter, but only using soda. It's really interesting. I'm still trying to figure out. I never really looked up about how this works scientifically, because at this point it's just more of a cool thing to look at. So, yeah, there's some stuff sticking. Gotta get the bottom ones. It is looking a bit liquidy, more, the consistency isn't as much as I thought it would be, but maybe that'll change after it's getting there. So this right here is gonna get poured. Oh shoot. Oh, that's why, because there's still more powder stuck inside the spoon. There you go. Check again. Let's see. Luckily I have glass to see what I am dealing with. I'm going to do this a little faster. Hopefully this will get more of this little stuff down there. Okay. That's getting a little bit thicker. Okay, I'm going to pour that into these little cups. And, let's put this over here real quick. Let's pour those in. I'm going to put it right here since I already got a little. Yeah, you're fine. So a little bit there, not too much, just, kind of even it out. Okay. A little bit in between each. Sorry if I'm spilling a bit more than I should. Alright, so that's about as even as it's going to get. That's cherry cola ready to go. Now, let's get that out of the way. Let's get the next one. This is strawberry soda. I thought that was really cool. We were going to go with Fanta, and but then it was like, but why name brand when we can go cheaper and get basically the same thing? So I'm going to clean off the spoon real quick so we don't mix the flavors. You don't need a whole lot to do this thing. Like, this cost us like 17 bucks to put this entire thing together with this and the regular cake, so it's a whole lot cheaper if you just did it without having to make the other cake, which is the kind of the point of making this video, is to show that it is cheaper to do this. Still have one person watching. Okay. Yep, definitely got that strawberry. And we, for the cake mix, we used just regular white mix. So that way it was more of a neutral. We didn't have anything to do. We just used off-brand as well. So that way there wasn't, you know, any kind of confusions. Just wicked white cake mix. And people on the East Coast will be like, wicked. Yeah, you guys say that all the time. I don't know what it is, but you do. Okay, we get there's some stuff stuck on the bottom like usual. Yeah, gotta keep stirring and stirring. I don't have any predictions per se of like which one I'm gonna like the best. I mean, I like strawberry flavored things, but I mean, it may not work very well with this. I don't know. I'm just, I'm gonna amp it up a little. It might slush out a little, but that's because I'm using cups and stuff, and that's kind of hard to see sometimes. Okay, so a little bit. I think that's gonna work for now. Let's pour that in this one. Okay. Even it out. Perfect. Great. All right. So we got that done. Clean this out so we can get the next one done. If you guys have done this before, comment down below. Tell me maybe what your experience was, so that way maybe I've had similar, maybe I had different. I know that this has been done before or whatever. It's nothing new per se, but it's new in my perspective. So yeah. All right. So the next one we have here is orange. I don't know if orange is a very good thing to put with cake. I mean, I never heard of an orange cake, but we're gonna try it today. We're gonna have 2 rows, so that way we can each have our own taste of it and kind of test it. And then this one row right here is just enough for us to have for a regular cake or cake mix. It's gonna be a cupcake. I keep saying cake, but it's really not. It's cupcake. I feel like this orange one's probably gonna end up like a cream soda kind of flavor because of the mix that we're putting with it. But we'll figure that out when it comes. Sometimes these little bits will just get there, so you gotta really, really, really just kind of push it in there. Just keeps going. I hear little bits just being grounded in there. Okay. I think that's good. Let's put that in there. Okay, that's pretty evened out. Put that here. You want to take a closer look over here with the colors. You can see that they're pretty distinct. The cola one is definitely more of a cola color, despite the fact that it is a cherry flavor. And the last thing we have here is the grape soda. Again, I don't know if there's ever been a grape cake flavor, but we're gonna try it out. Like I said, I don't have too much of like a prediction of which one's gonna be the best. This is all experimental of what I'm trying to do. So let's try this out. Once I'm done with this, I'll get the other cake mix going, putting it in. For the last video, when I was watching myself, I always kind of evaluate myself afterwards. I kind of noticed that I was fairly well talking while doing things. This one's going to be a little bit different because there is going to be a time where we're just kind of waiting, especially for the cooking part. And if we're going to do that sandwich one, which I do plan on doing later on, this one was just more of a cheaper way of doing things until then. But it is going to happen eventually. And for these things that I do, I don't really have a recipe per se. I mean, I look them up, but I don't really come up with these things on my own. Lots of powder there, okay. But if you guys really want me to put out the recipes, I can write out a more professional version of them and give them out to you guys. Either through like links or descriptions if you need it. And should have that to go. Oh my. Okay. There's still a lot of powder on that one. Okay, I think I got them. So now we have this. We're gonna pour the last one in. Should be all good. Okay. Just gonna even it out. All right, and that is the rest of that. So if you take a look at the colors, we have them all in their own rows, ready to be in the thing. We have the oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And that would cook actually both of these. The actual cake mix might take a little bit longer, so we might take out the colored ones first, get those out, have them taste them, and by the time we're done with that, those should be done. So let's get this, mix it around a little bit before we put them in. And just little dollops, I guess. We did mix the entire thing. This took us 2 boxes, but I think we can do it in less than that if we were to do this again. Yeah. And we do have frosting that we're going to put on this. It's again kind of a neutral, but gives kind of a colorfulness to it that you know, makes it interesting for you guys to look at. So it's not just a plain cupcake. So, oh geez, just want to make sure I'm there we go. That should be good. And then just put the rest in this one. So, I mean, like I said, this is going to be a little more of a quieter version. I'm not going to be talking as much because there's some waiting time, and I for one am kind of bad at trying to talk while there's nothing going on. It's kind of pointless. Again, I'm already doing that right now, but it's practice. You know, you keep working at what you got. Normally, I would have edited myself right now and just kind of cut to the scenes where I don't have quietness, because that's not good for anybody. Oh, something I want to talk about is, I know I said before that there was, I did a t-shirt thing, and you know, obviously not really many people bought it. Actually, there's only 3, and most of it was my family, which is okay. But the point I want to make is that there is an option for me to do a charity thing, and so if I were to do that, I feel like you guys would really like to do that instead. And I can do like a theme. Like, I think like every month, if I put out a different thing for charity, maybe you guys can help out with that. I know I don't have a lot of people to help me or like follow me on that, but that would be cool. Hold on, I have a message here. What was that? You could always come back and make a video when everything is done that you don't have to talk the whole time. It's cookie, just a thought. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez, now it's stuck. Thanks, Mom, for the thought. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that, but because it's live, I just feel like I have to keep people entertained the entire time. That's kind of like the point of going live. But I'm only doing live just because I don't have the things on me right now to edit anything. I could probably do it later as like a highlight reel kind of thing, but yeah. So we got all the stuff kind of spread out. Got all the cupcakes ready. I'm gonna clean up my area, and we're gonna start putting these bad boys into the oven. So yeah, let's get those ready. I believe the oven's, oh yeah, that's hot enough. Okay, so we're gonna grab our little mittens. All right. If there's anything you guys want me to do next time, if there's something that, like, you think that would be really cool for me to try, let me know. I am interested in different types of, like, you know, alternative recipes, or like, you know, stuff like this. Like, there's a different way of doing things, or creative stuff. And then this is supposed to be cooked for about 18 minutes. So we're gonna put the timer on. Timer. No timer? Oh, we gotta watch the clock. Okay, fine. So we're gonna watch the clock instead. Right now it's about 11:15. So I might just end this here, and then I'll come back on another live video to show you what's going on. So stay tuned for when I come back. Okay?